What's up, world? It's your girl, Joy Daily, and I am currently watching Tamron Hall, as you can see in the background, and they're having a really interesting conversation that I would like to discuss here on Joy Daily TV. They are basically talking about women, once you get to a certain age and we start to go gray. And some women are dyeing their hair, trying to look as young as possible, as long as possible. And some women are letting their gray come through and shine, and they're calling themselves silver foxes, which I love that. I do love that. I think the confidence is amazing because it is a lot of maintenance when it comes to dyeing our hair all the time. And you know what? Sometimes we just really don't feel like it. Now, me personally, yes, I'm at that age where I have started to get some gray hairs. They're mostly in the front, in the worst part of my head, right? The front where everybody can see it. So when I get tired of dyeing my gray hairs, I just switch it up and get like a little different type of hairstyle, protective hairstyle like this one. And I keep it moving. I don't feel like I have to constantly dye my hair, but I'm at the same time, I haven't reached the age yet where I feel comfortable wearing my hair gray, just having my gray hair out in the open like that. Like, it just, to me, it just shows that you're a little older. And if you're new to being a little older like myself, then you might not be ready to look a little older. So I don't think that it's anything wrong with women who do either thing. I think it's okay for women to dye their hair if they feel uncomfortable about their gray hair. And I think it's amazing that there are some women who actually embrace their gray hairs and just rock it and silver foxing it up. You know what I'm saying? So either way, it is a representation of yourself and how you want to be perceived. Some people are very comfortable aging and looking older or mature. And then there are others who feel a lot more comfortable looking on the younger side. Again, I'm newly older, right? I just became a little older. I think I still look a little bit young. So I am one of those who is going to embrace the younger looking Joy Daily. I like to look as young as possible. Matter of fact, I would like to look young as long as I possibly can, if that's an option for me. And it is an option for anybody who wants to, because the way that technology works, there's something you can do to fix everything, and you can preserve yourself and look as young as you want to for as long as you want to. We see lots of celebrities who have done just that. Cher, Madonna, J-Lo. I mean, these are all women. Jada Pinkett Smith. These are all women who are 50 and up, and they look incredibly young. And you will notice all of these women dye their hair. None of these women is walking around calling themselves a silver fox. Even Tracy Ellis Ross, she's a little bit older. I'm sure she has grays, but we don't see them. So I do think that it also depends on if you're in the limelight or not, the pressure to dye your gray hair. Because in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry, they are very biased towards younger women. They prefer younger women on television. And so they don't encourage women to like be cool with like looking old. Another older woman who looks great, who clearly also dyes her hair, Nancy Pelosi. Yes, she's definitely older, like super old, and she is extremely well kept. You've never seen a gray on her head. So now this all goes back to like, what are women doing this for? Are women going through all this trouble to dye their hair to attract men? Or are women dyeing their own hair because they want to look in the mirror and like what they see? Now, I can't speak for every woman in the world. I can only speak for myself. For myself, Joy Daily, I prefer to like what I look at in the mirror. So when I do all my upkeep and my maintenance and all the shit that I do to look good all the time, I'm not doing it not necessarily to attract men. Yes, it might attract men, and that's a plus. But I am more than anything doing it so that I can enjoy getting up and looking at myself in the mirror. I think the way that you perceive yourself and liking what you see when you look at yourself is very important for your mental health, just for having like a healthy lifestyle. It's very important. And a lot of people, I think, overlook that and they become more concerned and obsessed with attracting someone of the opposite sex. Keeping yourself up and looking a certain way and maybe looking as young as possible, it doesn't necessarily have to be done for you to attract someone of the opposite sex. It can be done just for you, just because you want to see yourself looking a certain way. So there are women, though, who are doing it just because they want to get a man. And according to some men, they don't care. Like a guy, if you got a nice body and nice looking face, they don't care if you got a head full of gray hair or silver hair or any of that stuff. Like, unless it's a man that prefers younger women. And there are men like that out there as well, who looking at your one gray hair, oh, no, I can't get with her. She got to be 40 and up or 35 and up. I can't deal with the old woman. I like them. I like them 29 and under. There are guys like that. I don't know if that's the majority, but I would definitely like to hear from my subscribers and my viewers. Guys, does it matter to you if a woman has gray hair or not? That is a question I want you guys to actually answer in the comments. And to my ladies, do you feel the need to dye your gray hairs, or do you embrace the gray? Are you a silver fox? And what is your preference? Like, what look do you prefer as a woman? I need my ladies to answer that question. And then I want ladies to also answer this question. Do you dye your hair? If you dye your hair, do you dye your hair for yourself? Or are you dyeing your hair to look younger and attract men? So those are the questions I have for you today. I'm giving you guys a little assignment to leave me some comments, because I really want to keep this conversation going, because I just had a heated debate with a male friend of mine who insists that women only get themselves all dolled up and dye their hair and doing all this shit that we do to look cute to attract other men. And he said to me, men don't care. If you fine, you fine. I don't care if you got a gray hair. I don't care. You know, I felt some type of way about that, because I feel very strongly that I do what I do for myself. Number one is for myself. You know, half the time, guys won't even notice most of the stuff that you do in terms of beautification. You know, women are spending a lot of money. We're doing nail. Let me tell you all what we're doing. Women who care. Not to say that if you're not doing this, you don't care. You just, lifestyle choices. Women who really care about how they look all the time, they're doing hair, which is very expensive. We're doing lashes. Another huge expense. We're doing nails, expensive as well. I don't really do too much more than that. And we working out. Yeah, working out is definitely a part of this. Like, ain't no just miraculously looking at a certain size. No, you gotta like try. You gotta do stuff. There are other women who are also doing spa treatments. All kind of different things, surgery, all kinds of Botox, fillers. It's so many things that women are doing, spending so much money on to look good. And I do really want to know if those women are doing it for themselves or they're doing it for men. Now, like I said, I'm doing it for me, but to each his own. I don't knock nobody for any preference that they have in terms of their upkeep and who they're doing it for, as long as you're doing some upkeep. And if you are blessed enough to just be naturally beautiful and not have to do nothing to make yourself look better, more power to you. And you got some good parents. You should be very grateful and thankful for all the money you're saving. But for everyone else, yeah, you're gonna have to spend some money and you're gonna have to put some effort in, right? And you should do it, in my opinion, do it for yourself. Do it to attract someone after you're satisfied with looking at yourself. So thank you so much, guys. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I am looking forward to 2023 and just spending so much more time with you guys, doing more lives, putting out more content. You know how we do. And make sure y'all look out for me on TMZ today. I'm going to be on TMZ at 4 p.m. on Fox Plus. Just look it up in your area. Watch me. I'm in the first half of the show. And just stay tuned for more joydaily.tv. Bye.